Hi dear friends, my name is Ravi Prasad Kattimani here. I'm one of the orthopedic surgeons working in England. The main reason of doing this video at this point of time is to create the awareness about importance of lockdown in India and also to let you all know about the severity of COVID in UK. And earlier I made a video in Kannada. It was quite well appreciated and many of my friends wanted a video in English to spread to the larger community to create the awareness. As you all know, UK is one of the 5 worst hit countries in the world due to this pandemic at this point of time. And on 14th of April, by the time I made this video at around 12 o'clock, I'm sorry to say that in UK we had 11,329 deaths and 88,621 positive cases. Now, why these figures and numbers are so important, especially to India at this point of time, is around 3 weeks ago, we had almost similar cases of deaths as in India, which is 422 deaths here, and we had 8,000 and plus positive cases. And just over a period of 3 weeks, the cases has increased from 8,000 positive to 88,000, and the deaths increased from 422 to 11,300. The Prime Minister here announced the lockdown on 24th of March, but before the lockdown, there was a lot of panic shopping happening and the schools were still open. And there were also some media reports that in spite of the lockdown being announced, there were few people roaming around the beaches and the parks around in UK. Although the government and the system here took appropriate measures, unfortunately the numbers increased in exponential way, from 422 deaths to 11,329 deaths, which of today, and also the number of patients from 8,000 to 88,000 in just 3 weeks' time. Before going ahead, I would like to briefly introduce you about the healthcare in UK and compare it with our Indian healthcare. The majority of healthcare is managed by the government. We call it as the NHS or the National Health Service, which is one of the best healthcares in the world. The population here in UK is around the size of Rajasthan, which is 6.5 crore, and their healthcare budget is 1,50,000 crore. And our population in India is 130 crore, and our healthcare budget is only half of theirs, which is 67,000 crore. So just imagine how much of money and infrastructure they invest in their healthcare. In spite of having so much facilities in the healthcare, their hospital beds and ICU beds are almost stretched out. And the experts here believe that the peak is expected in few more days. And if that happens, unfortunately, the doctors will be forced to make very difficult decisions, whether whom to give the ventilator, which patient to have it. That will be an ethical dilemma. Just imagine if that many cases found to be having complications or deaths in India, that will be very difficult for us to manage, considering our infrastructure and the patient and the population ratio. Coming to the consideration of handling of COVID, Indian government and system have done a fantastic job. They have treated this very aggressively. Considering our huge geographical area and a big population, the number of positive cases and the deaths are relatively low compared to many European countries and the United States. But it's not just the system and the government who can win this condition, as this is not just a disease, this is more like a war. Since there is neither a vaccine nor any specific treatment for this viral illness, and this virus is known to spread very fast compared to many other viral illness. So please stay in your home. That's the only way we can break the chain of this viral illness. Please follow these lockdown rules very seriously, and that's the only way we can win this together. And my humble request to all of my Indian friends is stay home, stay safe, and save lives. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.